I always forget to turn off my watch. It vibrates a lot because it tells me I should move, and I don't want to move. Anyway, enough stalling. I'm pretty much just going through the motions here, and we're just gonna finish conquering. And I'm a lot more. I'm doing this a lot faster than I did last time because I know what to expect, and I'm not going to expect any resistance. So. Hello everyone. I'll make sure I get this angle right. Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 21. And is the audio? There we go. Audio's working now. Of my Settlers 3 Let's Play. This is take 2. If you notice, things are slightly different because I actually recorded just before, literally half an hour before, the next episode of the series, and unfortunately I mucked up the recording and you just heard me talking, no visual audio whatsoever. So I got very frustrated and poured myself a coffee. I've got a coffee right here. And I'm going to have to try and do all that again and act like I haven't done this before. So in the last episode, we conquered this island. So this is, I believe, mission 6. I know that because I had to go searching and making sure I didn't overwrite all my save files of the Roman campaign. So basically the mission for this particular one was just to make sure that the Egyptian colony up here didn't get too much gold. That's pretty much it. So we eliminated the gold production over here. We took on the opposing force, or their small opposing force, that was trying to stop us. And now we basically just need to take over all the towers. And it should be pretty straightforward. I know this because I just literally just did it. So spoiler alert, not going to be very interesting because we're pretty much just slowly taking over all the towers. Now, while we do this, we might as well just say a question, because I don't get many questions. So we got a question from Bradley. And he asks, Bradley asks, I got a question for you, Dave. Where did you get the idea to do Settlers 3? Why not some other game? So Settlers 3 was probably the first colony sim game I played religiously for a very, very long time when I was a kid. I did have a version of Settlers 1, which is why I play that on this channel as well. Hurry up, get the boats damn pathing. I did have a version of Settlers 1, but every time that you would attack and conquer or win, or the AI did it, it would freeze the game, and I think that was a piracy thing. So I had a piracy copy at the age of like 7 or 9 or something like that. Didn't realize it, so I always played the first level up until that point, and I loved doing it. And as I got older, I discovered Settlers 2 and Settlers 3, but Settlers 3, this one, is the one I essentially play religiously. I'll put a picture of the CD that I used to have. I actually looked it up after I got your question. I'm like, I remember there was a CD, and it was a double-sided one, so you'd put disc 1 and disc 2 in back in the day where they could fit everything on one disc. And now you can just download everything. It's not even in trouble. And when I started up doing this channel, because the whole point of me doing this channel is just I want to have some kind of record of me playing a certain game and see whether I can complete the whole game. And to like interchange with games and go back to games that I hadn't played before, or yeah, just have some kind of like, you know, document of me playing these games at a particular point in time. So yeah, Settlers 3 kind of hit that because it's a very nostalgic game for me. They came out with the History Collection, and it meant that I didn't need to get all like trickery with trying to get it working on my PC, because they did all the work for us. And there's a lot of other games like that that they haven't done it for. Warhammer Dark Omen is a big one that I've always wanted to play. I've trying to find my old disc, because I had it on as a disc, and if I find it, I might be able to get it working, but just besides the point. That's pretty much, yeah, that's the reason why I tried playing Settlers 3. But if there's any games that you think I'll be good playing, let me know. Because I'm pretty much going to be playing Settlers 3 for a long time. and try and complete as much as I can with it, along with playing other games. I think based on my weird math that I have, because for some reason the first episode got like 2,000-3,000 views, and I'm a small channel, so I kind of base, if I keep on making episodes, if enough people watch it, in terms of watch time more than views. But it's a good guide to help me change tack of games that I play. But Settlers 3, for some reason, that first episode just took off, and I got a lot of people watching it, or viewing it, I should say. Not a lot of them actually watched it, but viewed it, which gives me a good excuse just to keep going with these episodes. So you could say like Settlers 3 is the staple to my channel, while I experiment with other games and play other games and chop and change and dive in and out. It's reaching the point where I'm going to be entering new territory, so new games I haven't played as much, which I'm looking forward to. Which I'm really looking forward to. I just hope my computer can handle it, but I think that's cool. Final Fantasy 14 is going to be an interesting one, because someone on my Discord recommended it, so that. But I want to play I want to eventually play all the Settlers games. Some of them I haven't played at all. I think Settlers, pretty much after Settlers 4, it kind of fell off for it. I just didn't like the direction they went in. I really didn't, and I don't like the direction they're going in now. So we'll see. We'll see. Alright. I always forget to turn off my watch. It vibrates a lot, because it tells me I should move, and I don't want to move. Anyway, enough stalling. I'm pretty much just going through the motions here, and we're just going to finish conquering. And I'm a lot more... I'm doing this a lot faster than I did last time, because I know what to expect, and I'm not going to expect any resistance, so... And that is done. So that's Mission 6 done. And what I noticed last time, and this time, is the Asian resistance over here, or Asian faction over here. We probably could have taken them on pretty easy and conquered it, but it wasn't really an objective. And because I think the problem is that they would have been more of a threat if the AI actually used boats. They don't, so you pretty much, they're on this island, they're contained, leave them be. And yeah, just let them sit there. Cool. And now we're going to the penultimate mission for the Roman campaign. Mission number 7. We've got a little cutscene as well, so enjoy.
"57 pieces of cake. 58 pieces of cake."
He loves his cake.
What about old Fatso Jupiter?
That's really mean, narrator.
You wouldn't even recognize him.
Ramadamsis already has one foot in the grave. He just doesn't know it yet. The fool toddles behind Tsutang because he thinks he will be rewarded out of gratitude. But if Tsutang defeats me, he'll swat Ramadamsis away like a bothersome fly.
Now that was very loud, and I didn't expect it, so hopefully I've turned it down on the edit. But basically what we have to do in this one, there is a little colony here in the middle that we have to take over. So we're going to be attacked from the Asian faction in the south, so yeah, it's going to get ugly, but we'll see how it goes. Cool. Alright, so now, sadly I have the inside of knowledge than I had last time. So last time I kind of was going around discovering everything. So I'll give you a little tip. All this here is kind of like yours. You can pretty much do what you want all up here, because the enemy is down here. So what we want to do is get some pioneers early. So let's go... Yep, we'll get some pioneers. We'll get the troops down south, because that's where the enemy is. But we'll get some pioneers and get them over here before we start giving everyone tasks to do stuff. I think we've got one more, so we've got 10. And we'll get our troops down here. And we want to set up our wood infrastructure early. So this is what we're going to do. So we're going to put 2 up here. We're going to put a lumber mill there, a sawmill there, sorry, and a forester. Now what we also need to do is connect this little pathway here. Because over here they've got no access to this rock. Because if you notice, they're kind of landlocked. Or not landlocked, but they're locked by the borders because of this little bit here. So we need to get a couple more. Move all these guys over here. So I stopped selecting them, but we need to get some. There we go. We've got some pioneers, so we're gonna basically connect this up so they can get that rock, and then we're gonna build this little thing here, a residence, because we're gonna need pioneers to conquer it. So, as I discovered last failed recording, all this up here, all this land is ours. So what we just want to do is get these pioneers to just conquer everything while we're setting up our kind of building infrastructure, you could say. Now we also probably want one of these guys here to do that, and we also want our geologists to start discovering our minerals, because we want to like lay down the mines, but we're not going to get them built yet. We're just kind of like blueprint it up. Now if we just connect it, because we've got this rock over here as well, and they can't use this rock because they've got no pathway. So they exhaust all the rock here, and things start to slow down a little bit. What we're going to do though is we're going to be putting a farm here. So we're going to make all this up like a good bit of farming up here. And we're going to make sure, because I always make this error early, we build a toolsmith. So we can build tools and get it occupied. Because I don't want to not be able to build tools with my plans. My plans are my plans, and they don't work if I've got no tools. It's one mistake I always seem to make, is I make the weaponsmith before the toolsmith, and then I got no more tools. No tools. Alright, we're gonna move. Alright. Now what I did last time, and I might as well do it this time, is I saw this here and I was like, I don't really need the lookout there. That's not really going to be useful to me. What's going to be useful is knowing when this enemy is going to come. So I'm going to get a lookout there and see how close they are to me. So we've got some coal. That's good. So I'm going a lot faster now because I kind of know what I need to do this episode. Before I was kind of like using this guy and I'm like, all right, let's just scout up here and find out where everything is. But in all honesty, don't need all that. All this land up here is going to be ours. So we're just gonna farm it all, and make some really good, set up a really good infrastructure really early on. Now we've got gold there, so we'll probably want to also get a fisherman, and we'll get 2 fishermen, but we'll put them on hold for now. Because what we want to do is all the resources that we're making right now, all this wood, we want to go here. Because we don't have a lot of carriers. Or we've only got 6 spare men, women, settlers. We've got 6 spare settlers. Because we're using a lot for pioneers. And they're just, you don't start with a lot. So we will kind of want, we want these guys to stop because we don't want to anger the AI. So we'll move them over there. So I'll show you how far it comes up. We'll move this guy over here. We'll use him as a scouting, but all this is ours. I said in the last failed recording that we're going to make this a little bit of a religious kind of hub. So this is where we're going to put our wine and temples and so forth. So what we need is a woodcutter's hut to get rid of all these trees. Because I don't like trees in the wrong spot. Land is another issue as well. So we're going to need to cut down a lot of stuff, and we'll probably get another woodcutter over here. We need a little bit more land for us to do what we want to do. which is why these guys are very important. Alright, we're going to get these guys to start taking that land. It also will connect that kind of land bridge here for if they need to come up here. I think it will help the efficiency of our men. Alright, and we want to stock up here because when these guys pepper, and when I say guys, I mean the AI. So there they are, they're right here too. So when they pepper, they tend to like just do like a beeline to something in here, in the middle of your base, which is a bit problematic because a lot of your infrastructure could be there, and it kind of just knocks it out and causes a lot of problems, especially if you've got very important buildings there. So we're going to make sure we have enough defense, or at least some bowmen in them, to store for time. That's pretty much all that those guys do. Store for time, so our main armies, or main armies that we've got peppered everywhere, has time to kind of get back up there. So that's what we're going to do there. Alright, now we're also going to... So we're probably going to have a problem with the armies coming this way. So there's a potential they could conquer that, or that. So we'll probably want the barracks to go here. And that might be a bit close, but we'll put the weaponsmith there, so it can dump weapons, so we can pump out a few guys, a few warriors early, if we get under attack. So we're going to keep on putting some coal mines down. We'll get them over here, because I think we've kind of started there, so we kind of want those guys. We pretty much just want to mine this entire mountain and just have the mines good to go. It's a bit slow at the moment, but once that gets going, we'll probably get more pioneers and just spread out a bit more. Did I put a... There you go, I put a warrior here. Swordman, I should say. So I'll show you this whole area. So it's really good real estate, and we'll probably want to dump a little woodcutter's hut there, but it's really good real estate for farming, so we'll probably want to utilize that. And we'll probably want to think about probably switching on one of these. I kind of want that built first, and that seems like still a little bit far away for it to be built, so we'll go over here. Well, let's continue plotting. So we'll probably want a mill there, a bakery. Well, because we want the waterworks, has to be next to the stream, so maybe it's a little bit far away, but let's just put that there. We've got some spies. We're going to use these spies. Let's put them over there for now. And we'll want a pig farm. So we'll put the pig farm up here. Let's make sure those are turned off. Yeah, turned off. Cool. And we need a slaughterhouse. I'll put a slaughterhouse there. Cool. Alright. How are we going here? Nearly there. We'll get another one planned. Just won't switch that one on yet. So we've got all this to ourselves. So if we can get these pioneers to expand out there and we start mining these, or getting rid of these resources, it's going to be a really good land for us to really speed up this level. Just exploring up here. You need pioneers to do it. Alright, let's get... We're going to sacrifice... Oh, we won't sacrifice them there. We'll put them there. We'll play around with them once we get a little bit of downtime. Alright, so we've got some coals. So make a few more coal mines here. Don't need sulfur. Dart you over there. So there we go, we got the toolsmith. So we probably want iron ore mine. Oh, sorry, the smelter there. I know they're a bit far apart here, but kind of need to wedge them in here, because I might use this area once I kind of get it cut down a bit. I'm either going to use it for a farm or maybe to increase my production when it comes to weapons. Still haven't worked out. I have to get to that point first. Alright, we need axes, so axe. Is that nearly done? We've got 2 stone to go. Where are they? There they are. So we've got these 2 guys coming over here. And that should be done, so we'll probably put some more mines down here. You can tell this operation's just... this whole mountain is just going to be populated with mines when I pull that trigger. It's going to be great. Alright, keep you guys over there. Alright, that's nearly done. And I think what we'll do is we'll probably get the farm going. We'll probably switch the farm building on now. I kind of want to switch both farms on. We'll switch both the farms on. And then we'll probably get the mines going as well. See, like 0 now. We've got no free carriers. So they're just going to pump out. They're just going to go to work straight away. So you've got a whole bunch of resources just kind of like lying around at the moment. So that should... we should start seeing some wheels turn. Alright, so... we've got our first residence. We've got the smelter coming up. Alright, we're going to have to get these mines going. So we'll switch on... 1 iron ore mine and 2 coal mines. So where's the coal mine? There we go. Switch on 2 coal mines. And coal mine there. Cool. Oh, over there. We've got a pioneer here, so we should be getting that territory back soon. Back. We never had it to begin with, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. And we're not going to worry about gold because we really have to think defensively right now until we've kind of set everything up. Alright, now they're starting to run out of jobs to do. So we'll get a contingent of pioneers and we'll get them to start at the top. So they work backwards and eventually meet up. And we'll move back down there. So we'll get a contingent of 10 pioneers and then they can just kind of start spreading out here. Oh, there we go. Look, got up the top there. Not really real estate to build anything, but... alright. Cool, so we've got the smelter done. The iron smelter. Got our mines coming up. We're nearly at that trigger point where we can start thinking about expanding, but... I'm wary about when the AI is going to decide to attack. So we're going to start our religious sect over here, and we'll get some wineries up, and then we'll start moving towards being able to upgrade our troops. Oh, I accidentally triggered. See this. Sometimes I forget to pause them, which is not too bad because they have to be built anyway. It's just these kind of had the priority. Can't really do anything with these until we've got some farms, and then we'll probably build some more farms as we get more room. See, all these resources that went to here and here probably should have gone to these mines, which are still being supplied, so there's a bit of a slowdown. We don't have a lot of wood either. We've got our pioneers slowly moving their way. So that should speed things up. And at least get us back a few. I mean, we've got heaps of people now, but when we start recruiting, making men, we're going to lose them pretty quickly. So I think the goal is to really attack yellow. According to the map, they're about here. So we need to kind of push that way. Alright, I think... So we got the... Alright. Oh, no, I don't want you. Not over there. Go there. There we go. Cool. Alright, so... What do we want to do here? It's kind of good for iron ore and gold. Iron ore's kind of more important. The gold mine can't really fit there. Maybe if once we get that territory there, we should be alright. Alright, we'll leave them there. We'll move them there and kind of work on placing all our mines, and then we know what we can do. Alright, we're gonna get the pioneers to expand, and hopefully should meet our border, which has done a lot of progress. That's done really well. So it shouldn't be too long before they kind of meet each other. Need an axe, I know. I know they need an axe. I think we need 2 axes, so good. 2 axes. We got a winery nearly up. I wanted that build beforehand because it just takes a while. I can never get the winery. I think you're supposed to build it on like on a hill, but I can never get it right. Oh no, I don't want you built. Alright, so we've got our farms going. We've got a grain up. We'll probably want to get our pig farm up. And we'll probably need, at the same time, the waterworks up as well. Because we want pigs. We want pigs and grain. Or flour, I should say. We'll do them one at a time. And we're about to get our first iron. There we go. Because this is going to stop. So we're only going to get a couple of opportunities for tools before we get a massive slowdown until we start to get our food production up. And farms are the slowest bit of that equation, so we'll probably need to get a few more farms up somewhere. Guess we could do it down here. Alright, we'll get one down here. Put that on hold for now. Not sure how I feel about that. Because this territory is good for... I guess it's actually perfect for farming. And to have a little bit of a food production inlet. But I'm going to need the room to mass produce my industry, really. Because I don't really have a lot of other room here. Which is close to the battlefield, so... Alright, we'll move the spy a little bit closer. He'll be our first point of call, because he'll get attacked. And that's kind of be our warning system. Alright. Now it's looking like we can activate a few other things that we've been holding back on. Bakeries up. We'll get a fisherman up. Yeah, these guys are getting supplied really well. If you look over here, I've got an excess of wood. I can get a little bit more liberal? A little bit more lenient with restricting the buildings, and I'll probably get all the mines going. Because the food industry isn't up yet. I'm not too confident with that. I might get another woodcutter down here, because it feels like we could build something up here. Just the trees are in the way. There we go. Oh, look at it. It's making good progress. They're nearly going to meet. And we nearly got all down here too. There's all activity now. Oh, we got a little bit of coal. A lot of sulfur. We're not going to need sulfur. We've got no way of using that sulfur, I don't think. I think it's more of an Asian faction one, which seems a bit unfair a little bit. But But oh well. So we probably can build more, a little bit more farming here, can't we? Let's get... Yeah, we need to cut down these trees a bit more. I'm getting a little bit concerned because I'm not going as fast as I want. I mean, from a building point of view, we're on point. I'm worried about not being secure enough to... Like, we'll switch that to manual. So not pumping them in, but I think we need weapons. At least we need a stockpile of weapons, and we'll probably do this on swords. I'll go swords. We need a stockpile of weapons in the meantime before we pull that trigger. And I know I built it really close to the border, so there's a risk I lose that and I lose the weapons, and then it kind of screws me up like royally. But I'm hoping we have enough big of an army here to be able to push back on that. Alright, I think that's all that's going to be useful for. Do we have... I guess we got over here, so we'll pop them over here and see if there's any mines. Mining opportunities. And there we go, they're about to meet. So what we'll do is we'll leave it there. I know this episode was a little bit more like I've played it before, and I have. But if you did like this, leave a comment, like, you know, all that YouTube stuff. But definitely leave a comment. It'll be good to add that in, because I love that flavor. I love those little questions they throw out. So thanks, Bradley. But yeah, definitely do that, because Colony games, they always have a little bit of a slowdown moment, and that's okay. I like that. That's one of the appeals to me, anyway. Oh, sorry, we'll get another axe. So that's one of the appeals to it, is that it's not always have to be 100% full on. Sometimes it's slow grind, and I like it. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll definitely be doing another one, so stay tuned, and yeah, until next time.